Welcome to another stream. Another one in the middle of the day. Skies are getting slightly better, and I've just been for a loss of words for a while, so I want to talk. I feel very misplaced. I feel very dissatisfied, and I really, really feel vexed. I don't know why I let bad thoughts haunt me so much. I thought I was getting well with this. I thought I was getting better with this. I thought I was being more, you could say, mature, trying to survive certain parts, trying to be more positive. I just don't even know how it came to be. As you can see, I'm having internet issues with this laptop. Um, it's the weather, obviously. So, speaking of weather, it's slightly getting better, which is a good thing because I like sunny days. It's spring after all, so you have to sometimes exclude the rainy weather. At least it's not floods like early this year. It's kind of hard to think to fly back and remember what happened this year because the year just went like this, like that. I really wish I got to enjoy the year more often, but I don't really want to enjoy it. I just want to, well, I would say embrace it because it's good to make the most of your time. And I feel like I haven't been doing this for the past few weeks. Something distracts me, be it myself or be it something else. And sometimes I just can't let go of that and let that take control. It's just so saddening, honestly. I really wish things can get better with my life. I'm not in a state of depression. Don't worry, I'm totally fine. But sometimes I just wish I didn't get so distracted so easily. You know, I understand there's so much out there. It's very hard to focus on what what you want to do. But I personally believe that those aspects of what's outside can simply be ignored if we focus hard enough. Okay, so I keep having internet issues. It's kind of difficult to work when you have internet issues. I'm not gonna lie. It's one of the worst things about having internet issues is that, I need the internet to either listen to music and search for new words, you know, so I can find similes of different words. If I was able to download a program, then I can use it for free without any sorts of internet connection, then I would do it and I'll be happy to do so. It would be a gladdening experience. Unfortunately, it's not so much of a gladdening experience when you have to use a online dictionary. That's why I've downloaded some music videos to listen to on my own. So if anytime I'm busy writing and stuff like that, I can easily switch back over here. The weather has just been very terrible to the internet. I feel like it's been much more worse ever since we got a brand new internet connection, a brand new modem. It's gotten a bit more worse, let's just say that, you know? And I don't like that. I really don't like what's going on. I personally wish things were slightly better. So when I get a proper strength signal connection, I will make sure I can actually um, research some stuff about a thesaurus, however you pronounce this word. Um, I'll try and find one that's free to use. But I feel like there's so many words. I'm sure it has to be online, which really sucks, you know? Nonetheless, um, I remember downloading Grammarly. The problem with Grammarly is that it pops up so random. That was the problem. And let's not forget the fact that it was too slow. Anytime it was popped open, it was too slow. So I just took it out. I did not need that. I do check the website time to time, but honestly, it's just so vexing. It's just so vexing when it makes your laptop even slower, you know? You expect it to at least be a tad faster, not to eat too much of your RAM, but it seems like maybe it was a monster to your laptop. To my laptop, it was. So I took that out because I don't need that. Moving on, I see the Wi-Fi signal and then it disappears. Ah, worst feeling ever. I'm just not really in the mood. You know, I'm not really in the mood. My voice is terrible because I never warm it up. So I do apologize. I really apologize. You know, I really wish that I could just fix a lot. I would be happy with myself. You know, but nonetheless, I just wanted to have a peaceful work schedule, get some books out. As long as I sell like one or two, that's fine. You know. All right then. So I use this to actually find some new words. For example, let's look at a word for uh, float. Interesting word. We all know what float means. We all know we don't have to know the word for word on the dictionary meaning, but we do know how to describe it in our own word, in our own sentencing, in our own formats. As you can see, it's stuck. Honestly, I don't like it. Again, when I search for something, it just goes off. It just goes off. And I don't like this particular game. This is the worst game in history. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. It's getting very vexing to see this video game. Very, very vexing. Maybe if I move my laptop somewhere else, it might be a bit better. Look, it's the worst game ever. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of buying a video game later this year. Obviously, I have to save up for Monster Hunter 6 and Xbox X OS. I think S is much better, but the problem is it's digital. And then what if someone steals it? That's just the worst part. It's more lighter, it's more cheaper, I give you that. If I get it, I have to be very careful with it. I'm gonna be like so careful with it. Like I have to sleep with it. I have to sleep with it in order to protect it. But to be fair, if it's gonna be smaller and cheaper, I'll take it. You can't even win with this game. I think it's slightly slower. Okay. My I score right now it's 119. I have reached like 2000 couple years ago, maybe last year. I do. Oh, I was so close. Okay, here we go. I searched for the word float, and it did not give me anything. Watch again. The Wi-Fi is on. It'll go back off because anytime you search for something, it goes off. It's like it can't handle that. Float, please. I want to know a simile for float. Simile, not simile. Is it a simile? I don't even know. Synonym, not simile. Synonym. I just entered float. Come on. If there was a way to download this. Yeah, float, float. Float, please. Float. It's much better when the internet's not having issues. I can tell you that. Okay, I am back. I'm so sorry about but because my internet keeps disconnecting. The weather is a problem, I know. So as you can see, um, oh yeah, I forgot the internet went off. Goes off, goes on. I'm very sorry about this. It was like this just before I live streamed. So I deeply apologize for this. It really sucks. It really sucks because it's just the worst right now. What? Now I have to enter the key. Oh, my bad. Never mind. I'm just so vexed. I just want to find the synonym for one word. Float. Float. I'm not asking for the question of the toughest meaning in the world. Okay, I feel like I have to go, but no, I want to talk about other stuff. Today I've been very haunted by some stuff. I want to let my feelings loose. That's why I want to talk to people. It's good to talk to people because if you just sometimes be silent forever, everything just feels very gloomy. So I really feel hurt. I really feel hurt today. And obviously, it's my own goal to feel better. And by doing this, I kind of feel slightly better. So I do apologize for my voice. It sounds very terrible. Okay. See, it's taking forever to load. Maybe if I go on my bed. But then it's such a tedious task. I know. I know. That's a tedious task. Oh, Wi-Fi disconnected again. So I don't even know what else to say. Let me look at my Nintendo Switch. As I said, I'm thinking of getting another Nintendo game. You can't even see it because it's so dark. uh, I'm thinking of getting another Nintendo game this year, maybe like a Mario game. So I would like to get that. I think that would be a perfect game to get. Because, look, I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter for some time, and that's great, but I want to branch out to other stuff as well. So I feel like Mario will be kind of fun. Plus, I really want to work on some platform games of my own. So if I study Mario, maybe I can actually learn a couple of things or two about how to make some fun platforming games. So I think that will be perfect. That will just be perfect. I know combat. I learned a lot about combat from Monster Hunter, which is great. I learned a lot about combat from Monster Hunter, so interesting. I learned a lot about choice games and stuff like that from visual novels I played in the past. I've learned a lot about different things. I've taken my education from be it movies, be it video games, you know. So I really feel like I can do this. I can make my own video games. It will be a tedious process, a taxing process, that's to be very clear. But I really want to have a fun series. Anyways, I don't think my company will be 100% perfect. When it comes to Monster Hunter, I learned how to do combat because in Monster Hunter the combat of the enemy is just so good. Even the character you play as, it's just so good. So what I feel like about the combat, it should be pretty interesting. Uh, Now I want to play some Mario games. I've seen gameplay of it for quite some time. I have my eyes on a couple of Mario games, but the games are freaking expensive. I'm not joking. Like it costs an arm and a leg just to purchase those games. I mean, it's worth it, but the price drop is barely there. That's just the worst part about it. There's barely any price drop unless it's Black Friday, which I hope for Black Friday because I can then purchase some stuff. At least some stuff. I don't want to purchase a freaking cat. I would love to. I think purchasing a cat would be amazing. Who would not want to own a cat? I think cats are very cute and very lazy, which is a good thing. So if you want to do some work, they'll leave you alone. Okay, let's see. Float. Give me some synonyms. Okay, finally. Finally, some synonyms for float. So I use this for writing, and it's pretty helpful. We have drift, glide. The ones in red are much more perfect to use. You can also try the things in like dark orange and yellow, in a tiny orange yellow. You know? Okay. So I like using these words, and if I'm unaware of some of these words, I click it. It opens up on its own, and then I click it on the dictionary to read its proper meaning. So we find out that it's it's a short, jerky motion. I learned a new word today, Bob. Bob is just a freaking name. It's a freaking name of someone, and here I am realizing that this elementary grade word is way better to use. Look at this. A short, jerky motion, a bob. You know, I've heard of bobbled, but not bob. So, uh, yeah, bobbed. Yeah, okay. It's good to learn these words. That's the most important part. It's good to learn them. You know, because when I'm writing, you want to use mixture of words. You don't just want to add only one type of spice. You want to add multiple spices, fuse them together, and serve them up real warm. So I like using this, especially when the internet's working. Anyways, I have been thinking of getting a Mario game. Uh, I think it's called Bowser's Fury. It's a 3D Mario game. Now, there are a lot of Mario games out there. Let me look at the list of Mario games. List of Mario games. You know what? Maybe I will get an Xbox Series S instead of an X, because the X is pretty expensive. Let's face it. I just want to play games. So, list of Mario games. Okay, I think they're gonna give me everything. Oh, great. Um, Nintendo Switch. Here we go. When I was small a couple years ago, I played a Mario game on the phone. Well, on my tablet. It was so fun. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I think that's cool for having friends. You know, I don't want to play just with the computer, you know. You can connect Joy-Cons to this, which is great. So, yeah, but obviously the screen is way too small. That's the problem. Uh, Rabbids, like, I like the Rabbids. When I was a kid, I really enjoyed the Rabbids. I watched it when I was small on Nickelodeon. It was pretty interesting. Super Mario Odyssey, I heard a lot of good things about that game. Mario Tennis Acres, kinda cool, but nah. Super Mario Party, Super Smash Bros. No, it's just no. uh, New Super Mario's U Deluxe, Yoshi's Crafty World, Super Mario Maker 2. I remember watching gameplay of Super Mario Maker long ago, back in the day, and it was so perfect. I want to get this, but then it's like you need an internet connection, download all the other stuff, and yeah, you know, I think it'll be great. But will I have fun with it? Yes, but not right now. If I'm looking for something that's going to be much more fun, I think I'll take Mario World, Bowser's Fury. Uh, the rest of the stuff, I don't know. Maybe not now. There are some fun games out there, you know, some really fun games, which I think I should get this one. I've heard a lot about this one. I had my eye on this since last year, so I thought, you know what, maybe I should get this first, you know? So it looks pretty cool. I never played the original, so it's basically this plus a new portion of gameplay. So basically, a brand new game mode included in this version, which is kind of cool. It's basically like a 3D game and stuff like that. So basically, they added some new stuff with it, and that's it. But honestly, I really like the idea of having this. Now, this is gonna be the game for me. I'll have to get it. So yeah. What else? What other games can I get? You know, I don't want to get too much. I think too much is just the worst. Let's face it. When you have too much of something, it's just terrible. And plus, I'm not someone to overconsume. I've learned not to overconsume for every single thing. You need to understand that, and you need to understand that when it comes to overconsuming of things from people that don't like you, it's terrible. You know, I don't know about the people who make Mario. I don't know them personally, but I don't think they hate me to a point where they want me dead. I don't think so. I don't think they rancor me, which is good because many people in the West who make video games, not all of them, but many of them, they really disdain me. They don't like people like me. So you have to make sure what games you buy. This time you gotta judge with your wallet. I was very light in the past, but now I'm very heavy on this topic. Plus, if I'm gonna save money these days, I'm gonna freaking save money, obviously. So I'm not gonna get things from people that don't like me. Um, 1K basically. which is $60 when you try. But you need to understand that that's just a lot of money. And buying a lot of Mario games right now, I'm not gonna do it right now. But I at some of these Mario games. I'm researching them. I think some of them are. So, what was the other Mario game I had my eyes on this year? I saw about this, and I thought it'll be kind of fun. Okay, it's loading. There was this party game. But then again, how fun will it be? I know platformers will be much more fun because it's a platformer. It's something a bit different, you know. It focuses a lot on the one player. I know you can connect to two players, but I want something with one player. Let's see. Uh, I have to keep researching these things. How about Party Stars? I think I've heard about that, so we'll see. Oh yeah, this it's a board game. It's kind of fun, kind of cool. I won't mind playing about this. When I was a kid, I remember back in the day when I was a kid, we had these heavy rains, and I didn't go to school for a couple of days, so I was playing a couple of video games on my phone. One of the games I was playing was this what was this game about? Pac-Man. It was a Pac-Man board game. You basically have this board game, and it's basically themed after Pac-Man, and it was a very single time. And so I was playing on my own. So I think that's a perfect thing to do, like play this game because I'm totally fine with playing stuff like this alone. You need to understand that I've been playing with myself, not in that disgusting way, but literally for years. I understand what it's like to have not many people to play with you. I understand completely, you know? So this is kind of fun. This is kind of fun. Basically, Super Mario Party All Stars. Let me check some gameplay on it. Mario Party Superstars, not All Stars, Superstars. Okay. Okay, I have to charge this just now. 14%. The battery is dying more faster than anything else. Okay. So, the price of the game, that's the problem though. See, like, if I can purchase one now, then that's fine. That's fine. Because Black Friday is coming up, so I gotta get some content out and about. Then that'll be perfect if I get something out that I could just purchase at least one a month. Imagine that, I can purchase one game a month. And I can save for an Xbox Series S. Let me just take a lot. Oh, internet's down. Internet's down. Anyways, I was just saying that I should save up for some of those games. Because there's not much outside stuff. I, I would make my own games for Nintendo as well. I think that would be perfect. But at the same time, holy crap, I must learn some, especially from platformers. It's been a while since I played a platformer. A couple of platforming games I played. Uh, there was SpongeBob game on the PSP, Jack and Daxter. I never finished that game. What else? I also had Phineas and Ferb. That was a fun game. Megamind. It was slightly like a platformer game. So, what else? What else did I play? Because I played quite a lot when I was a kid, you know. So I kind of know some details of some of this stuff. So I kind of know how things are personally. Okay, here we go. It's a board game. It's a board game. If you see gameplay of it, it's a board game. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I like it. I think it's okay. Anything else? You know? Not really. I'm not really thinking of anything else. How about I say for Joy-Cons? How about I say for Joy-Cons? Joy-Cons. Now, I can easily get a controller, which will be grand as well because it'll be fun. But the fun thing about Joy-Cons is that it's a bit better. I'm sure it feels a bit better. It has more of a feel. I don't know. I don't know. But I think I'll get like the actual Joy-Cons that are connected to the Nintendo Switch Lite so other people can play. But then when you get a Joy-Con, here's the most important parts. You have to freaking you have to you have to get the charger for it. You have to get a charger. Oh, so you can have local multiplayer, you know? I do have siblings after all, you know, so I can play with them if it's fine. Okay. Any other games will I want to play? Not necessarily anything else, to be fair. Even when it comes to, even when it comes to a lot of video games I wanted a couple years ago, I just don't feel like getting them anymore. I'm sorry, it's just the way games are these days. They don't deserve my money. What other games? I would like to have Dragon Ball Z games, but I'm starting to realize that I don't really want to get those games. You know? I have Fighter Z. How about Xenoverse? Nah. If I'm gonna get a game, I would like to get it on like okay. Let me think. Let me think. I don't know. I don't even know what games there are on on other programs. You know, I wonder if some games are on the Xbox Series. And I'm not gonna purchase too many games on the series. I want to be very clear. I don't want to purchase too many games. You know why? Because I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to give too much money. I don't want to spend too much money. I don't want to have a subscription. I just want to play the game like that, you know? So how about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot? I love watching gameplay of Kakarot because it's so perfect, close to the anime. So I really appreciated that. How about Xenoverse? Because Xenoverse. Oh, but the problem with Xenoverse is DLC, baby. Honestly, I'm sick and tired of it. I would love if they had like one video game that never charged so much for DLC, for crying out loud. So I'm not gonna support anything new, I guess. Because these days they just want to eat you out of house and home, you know? The best game that'll win the internet or win the gamers are video games that actually appeal to people that have no DLCs. I don't want GTA. I don't want to support them. GTA copy I have, it's actually a secondhand copy. I think I mentioned this, but GTA 5, the game I purchased a couple years ago, it's actually a secondhand copy, and it actually was a couple of times, you know, when running it. So, yeah, hold on. It's let me just place this down. Okay, it keeps disconnecting for crying out loud. It's like it doesn't want to connect at all. Okay, it keeps disconnecting. I'm at 7%. 7%, it keeps disconnecting. I think I just have to end the live stream. Bye. I'll figure out this on my own. I'll figure this all on my own. Bye.